Jimmer Fredette didn't just play college basketball, he straight up owned it. He led the nation with 28.9 points per game, knocked down 40% from deep, and once dropped 49 points on Arizona like it was nothing.
High second greatest scoring night all time for Jimmer. Jimmer stops middle of the lane, puts it up, and he gets it to go! He gets it to go! The record setter, the legend, Jimmer Fredette!
He even became just the fourth player in Brigham Young University history to hit 2,000 career points. So when Sacramento took him 10th overall in 2011, before Clay and Kawhi, people thought he'd light up the league the same way. But it all fell apart fast. Jimmer ended up averaging just 6 points across 241 games and started only 7 times in his entire NBA career. It's not just a Jimmer problem. Many college stars struggle in the NBA, where the game is very different. If you're passionate about getting lost in captivating basketball stories like this one, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Let's be clear, Jimmer Fredette was incredible in college. This man averaged 28.9 points per game as a senior, leading the entire nation in scoring while hitting 40% from deep. That's not just good, that's straight up video game numbers.
Top of the key, NBA three, and that's how he gets it! And that's how he gets it! 49! And the new BYU record, 49, and he's out of the game! And the Arizona fans giving Jimmer Fredette a hand.
He once dropped 49 points on Arizona, breaking a BYU record.
Leave that ball hog doing all that shooting and scoring. You know what? If he's going to score 47 on a pretty good percentage, I'll let him be a ball hog all he wants. There are some of those shots I'd prefer him not to shoot, but when they go...
Against Utah, he went off for 47 points.
You can take a lead on this possession. 9:05 to go. BYU down 23-22, and Jimmer fixes that. Jimmer for three, top of the key. Fredette with 13.
Dropping 32 in just the first half in January 2011. He was so good, he became just the fourth player in BYU history to hit 2,000 career points, joining legends like Danny Ainge. He held 3 of the top 4 single-game scoring records in BYU history. When Jimmer was on fire, it was must-watch TV, pure hoops magic that had fans locked in. But here's the tough truth. Dominating in college doesn't automatically mean you'll dominate in the NBA. Jimmer Fredette's story shows exactly why that's the case.
With the 10th pick in the 2011 NBA Draft, the Milwaukee Bucks select Jimmer Fredette from Brigham Young University.
When the Kings grabbed Jimmer with the 10th pick in the 2011 draft, they thought they were getting the next great shooter. But here's the painful part. They took him before Klay Thompson and Kawhi Leonard. Yeah, that hurts. So what went wrong? Let's break down the 3 big reasons Jimmer's NBA dreams fell apart. 1. His defense was historically bad. This is where it gets rough for Jimmer. NBA assistant coaches didn't hold back. One coach even said, Jimmer thinks everybody is stupid. And the defensive numbers? Brutal. Yeah, he had 32 points in that Sweet 16 game, but he took 29 shots to get there and only made 11. From deep, just 3 of 15. In the NBA, when Jimmer played shooting guard, opponents averaged 26.3 points per 48 minutes on him. Teams ran plays to target him because he couldn't stay in front of anyone. 2. The athleticism gap was too wide. At BYU, Jimmer could get any shot he wanted. In the NBA, it was a different world. Scouts were already worried about his average athleticism, and they were right. He couldn't create the same separation, and his off-the-dribble game disappeared. Check this out. In pick-and-roll situations, Jimmer lost the ball nearly 15% of the time. When he tried to attack the rim, he didn't have the bounce to finish over NBA defenders. He became a one-trick pony, and that trick didn't work against pro athletes. 3. The attitude problem. Here's where it fell apart. Multiple sources said Jimmer just wouldn't adapt. That same assistant coach didn't hold back. He won't adjust his game for it. He'll tell you, this is what I did at BYU. Well, BYU, that's a long time ago. People wanted him to follow the JJ Redick path. Accept your limitations, move off the ball, and carve out a role. But Jimmer, he still wanted to be the guy, the primary scorer, just like he was in college. Over 6 seasons, 241 games, the man averaged a weak 6 points a game while shooting 40.9% from the field. His best year? It came in 2012-13 when he put up 7.2 points per game. And even then, he was coming off the bench for a terrible Kings squad. By the time he hit his last NBA season in 2018-19 with Phoenix, he was shooting a brutal 27.6% from the field and a shocking 0% from three. Yeah, 0% from deep for a guy who was hyped as the next Steph Curry. Jimmer started only 7 games in his entire NBA career. For a 10th overall pick? That's historically bad. No sugarcoating it. Jimmer's been in the news again, and this time, it's tough to watch. The former NBA guard, now with Team USA 3x3, confirmed he's out for the next 6 months after getting hurt early in the Paris Olympics. Fans felt heartbroken for him. On Instagram, Jimmer shared he got injured just minutes into Team USA's second game against Poland. Turns out the 35-year-old sharpshooter tore 2 different ligaments completely in his adductor. This is devastating for me, as I have put 2 years into qualifying for the Olympics with this group, who are my brothers, Jimmer wrote in his post. Fans quickly flooded his comments with support, trying to lift him after everything he put into getting to the Olympics. One follower wrote, "So sorry to have the Olympics end like this after all that you've put into it. Having you there suited up and cheering them on gave your teammates the confidence to play some great ball. You're an inspiration to all, Jimmer." Now here's where Jimmer's story gets really interesting, because honestly, he wasn't as bad as his NBA numbers make him look. The real problem? He was trying to be the wrong kind of player in the wrong system. When Jimmer packed up and took his game to China's CBA, everything changed. He turned into an absolute superstar there, dropping 37.6 points a game and winning MVP. He once scored 73 in a game, and then topped that by dropping 75. Over there, they called him the Lonely God, which perfectly fit how unreal his scoring was. What changed? In China, Jimmer got to just be Jimmer, ball in his hands, pulling up from anywhere. No NBA-level defensive pressure. It was like BYU all over again, but against pros who couldn't keep up with his shooting. Fast forward to 2024, and now Jimmer Fredette is an Olympian. Not in regular 5-on-5, but in 3x3 basketball, where his skill set fits perfectly. Coaches at USA Basketball have even called him the best 3x3 player ever to play the game. This is where Jimmer's story becomes genuinely inspiring. Instead of letting his NBA failure define him, he found a game that let him shine again. He won gold at the 2023 Pan American Games and grabbed silver at the 2023 FIBA World Cup. Now, at 35, he's suiting up for Team USA at the Olympics, something he probably couldn't have imagined during his roughest NBA days. Jimmer Fredette's story is the clash between hype and reality. People thought he'd be the next Steph Curry, dropping fearless threes and flipping the NBA upside down. But the league just wasn't built for him. Here's what makes his story worth telling. Jimmer didn't quit. When the NBA didn't work out, he found a new path. He became a superstar in China, rocked the Team USA jersey in 3x3, and stayed a legend forever at BYU. That's not a failure. It's finding another way to keep hooping. So, was Jimmer bad in the NBA? Yeah, he was. But as a basketball player who squeezed everything out of his career, that's a different story. The real takeaway is about fit. Sometimes, no matter how talented you are, it won't click if you're in the wrong system at the wrong time. Jimmer's NBA run was a perfect storm of everything going wrong, but if you zoom out, his journey is a crazy story of resilience. That's way more interesting than calling him a bust. What's your take? Was Jimmer that bad, or was it all about the wrong system at the wrong time? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit like, subscribe, and tap the bell for more stories on the players and moments that shaped basketball. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.